Spencer Israel, Joel Elconin. Joel, the stock of the day. Got to start with Kodak. They don't make cameras. They don't do blockchain. They do generic ingredients for generic meds, and that's all that matters. Pull up the chart here. I have a theory as to
Let's hear your theory.
Today. Okay,
I love theories. Okay.
I'll tell you my theory. So if you can see the chart, you see crazy. Kodak had a great day yesterday. And we knew it got hyped up from the president after the close yesterday. And then this morning it opened. What did it open at? It opened at $18.43, and it went
yes, sir.
And it went to $60. Here's my theory as to why. And along the way, there was all sorts of volatility halts and circuit breaker halts. Here's my theory as to what happened. Kodak has a very small float. There's like around 20 million shares or less of shares of Kodak traded. Okay, so there's not a lot of supply out there. What I suspect happened, and maybe Dennis can corroborate tomorrow morning if he was trading during this and trying to short it, is it was basically impossible to short the stock. It was probably extremely difficult to get a locate and find shares to lend out or to borrow or lend out if you're a broker to short the stock. They didn't exist. There's not enough shares to go around, and nobody can find shares to short. So what does that do? It creates a lopsided market activity. You have a dearth of sellers and too many buyers, and the buyers just drastically outnumber the sellers. And that's what happens when there are no sellers. You have a one-sided market. The stock goes from 18 to 60 in a few minutes with halts along the way. That's what I think happened. And then eventually someone somewhere gets a locate, gets some shares that they can short, and then there we go. We're back in business.
Yeah, and I guess is what whole number you decided to pick. It certainly wasn't 20, wasn't 30, wasn't 40, wasn't 50. But 60. And it's weird because I thought I saw a different high. I thought I saw when I did my article like a 59, 57 high. They're throwing 60 up as the high. And when you're looking at this 15-minute bar here, within 7-8 minutes, it was back down at $27. Now it's kind of looking kind of tame here. I mean, kind of looking like a real stock here trading. And those are 15-minute bars, as you see. 60 will be a big hurdle. Moving forward, people definitely got caught above that. What are we going to do? We're how much off the low? We're 20 off the low, about 20 off the high. So I think really the only number you could give there will be the close. And man, oh man, with the momentum in this thing, let's see if the bots hop on tomorrow. But just interesting, the chain that, series of events that took place on Friday with the RochesterFirst.com. I mean, I haven't drilled down on any of the analysis. $1 billion, right, is what, or 750 million what they got from the U.S. government. What was their revenue last year?
Oh, let's find out from.
Yeah, let's just take like it matters though.
It doesn't.
Triple D, he talked about it, and he laid off it. I did as well too. I was astonished when it went to 60. We'll see. He said this is one we're gonna have to mark this down because 6 months. He said it'd be back at $5. So. Doesn't look that way right now, but seen stranger things in these markets. But congratulations to I was trying to think of a pun with the picture and everything and snapping, but haven't been able to do it yet. Currently trading up nearly 400%, 39.40, monster volume of 270 million shares.
1.24 billion in revenue last year, but they lost money. So again, it doesn't matter. Hey, how about the CEO? Making a very well-timed purchase last month. He bought around 46,700 shares at an average price of $2.22 around June 23rd. Good timing.
yeah, definitely. Not a bad $100,000 investment, but hey, it's an insider buy. Nothing wrong with that. And being rewarded. I'm sure he had no expectations of it ever going up to $60.
Oh, I'm sure he had no way of knowing.
Yeah, boy, it's just there weren't humans buying it up there. I guarantee you there are some humans caught on this, but now you do have some overhead supply to look at. People that are in really from anywhere from 40. A lot of people made a lot of money. A lot of people probably lost some money throwing in the towel and trying to buy it about $50. But we'll keep an eye on it, see how long it stays in the spotlight, and maybe look for some kind of consolidation for indication for its next move.
And this is exactly what we were saying before we talked to Thomas Healy today. Is just that you can want to short a stock like this, but you just don't know when the rocket ship's going to end. If you were coming in this morning at 9:15, 9:20, and you see Kodak at $18, and you think, "Oh my God, this is ridiculous! Get me some shares to short." You got squeezed out of your position or margin called, most likely, if you were short.
I had I listened to the show. I was looking for the clips, and I think I talked about some monthly resistance at 13 or 14, but just goes to show you, there's one thing that's predictable about the market, and that's that it's unpredictable.
All right, yeah, quick clarification. I was reading from the wrong rows in Benzinga Pro. Kodak did make a profit last year.
And what was the revenue?
I said $1.24 billion.
Okay, so they just doubled the revenue. So let's hope they start producing that stuff fast, and let's find a vaccine or a cure from that virus. I actually just enrolled in a Moderna study.
You did?
Yeah. Yep.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. They're looking for people. I don't know if I'm going to get accepted, but my wife notified it to me. Yeah, anything I can do. I mean, I'll participate.
You gotta tell us all about this. If you get in?
I will.
Okay.
I will. I don't know. I don't know what criteria they're choosing people on, but we'll see what happens.
All right, let's talk some other stocks here. A lot of earnings today. Some reversals. Let's look at Shopify, which actually was strong. Has leaked heavily, pretty much since 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, shop till you drop. A good day. Always a good day when you're up 65 points. But boom, breaking above 1100 there, getting to, I think we talked about 1074 was the all-time high, 1079. Got through 1100, and that's not a good reversal. Not a I don't know if this is the panic candle that's going to send this thing back down to under $1,000, but definitely some profit taking here in the company, in the stock, and we are currently trading at 1038. So good day overall, just not the kind of candle you want to see. That red candle spiking up, new all-time high and coming down. Certainly a lot of air in this if you want to go down to the top of yesterday's range, that comes in at, oh boy, that's awful small. I'm going to have to figure out how to make that bigger. If you're looking for a gap fill, that's all you want to do is trade this 1014.91. That was a high in yesterday's session.
All right, let's talk about what they did today in GE.
GE.
Pretty much from the open onward.
You know what? I looked at that report. I'm like, that's not a very good report. And I guess it took a little people to digest that information. As wrong as we were on a good old Kodak this morning, I think I did give a pretty good level. I said it was important for the stock to hold $7. No can do. $6.99 open, sellers reemerged at $7. Took out those parallels at 670. So the triple D saw the parallels 67. Actually, it's 669. Not good. What is going to be important for this moving forward here? It's going to be the 650 area. I mean, look at all those lows in that area. Late part of June, early part of July. So important for it to hold 650. Current low in today's section 652.
Well, let's go over a couple of charts of stocks reporting earnings after the close today. The two biggest ones on my radar are PayPal and Qualcomm.
Okay. PayPal. Let's see how PayPal is trading here in today's session. If we're getting a little bit of a pre-earnings run, it's been a strong stock. Yes, can do. They report today, huh?
Yep.
Well, they added new all-time high, very strong. Current high is 185.44. So, folks, they just better blow this one away, or else there's going to be a lot of people regretting. Maybe just a short, just throwing in the towel ahead of the report, but you'd be using that close. And today's high is really your own significant levels. On the downside, you did have the that little bit of the old high from yesterday, 79.58 was the high. You got a little bit below through that when you went to 78.27. But boom, right back up. New all-time high for PayPal going in the report. They better do well based on all the buyers in it today.
And Qualcomm.
Qualcomm. I haven't looked at Qualcomm in a while. And Qualcomm. Oh, nope. I put up com. That's not good. No one trades that. Trade by appointment only. Qualcomm in the 90 handle. Made a high for the move yesterday at 93 and change here. What was that high? At 93. 93.62, 93.45. Also, you had this high right at just under 94. So see what happens on the report. This 93.5, 94 has been resistance. Busting above there, really nowhere to go. It's not an old, I don't know if this is an all-time high for Qualcomm. But you can see that resistance pretty clear on the chart. If they start to hit it, $88 isn't that far away. You had this low at 88 4 sessions ago, and then you had a buyer at that 88 region, like 7-8 sessions back in the middle of June. S&P just went up and made a new high, 32.57, pulling back now, 9 points off the high. Overall, still real good day for the market.
Also, we're going to get Teledoc here. That'll be interesting. QDOC. That should be an interesting report, one way or the other. Curious.
And is it making new all-time highs going into the report? Let's take a check. No. Boom, boom. I got Doc out here. I keep missing my symbols by one. Teledoc. I still got Doc here. TDOC. Peel back off the high. Real good support just under 210. Exact double bottom in here at 203.50 area. So if it goes in the reverse, that's $13 away. Couple targets here on the upside if you get a nice boost here. 3 highs. Let's just call it 230 back from the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. That's one area of resistance. You could tell someone was trying to wiggle out at a stock at 230. Then, of course, you have the all-time high at 237.76. But a lot of docs using that over the last few months. So it's a COVID play that we'd rather see the stock be going in the other direction. But 230.
So there's some tickers from the chat here. If the stock of the day is not Kodak, then maybe it's Candy Technology, ticker KNDI. They are the latest electric vehicle play. They announced that they're bringing to the U.S. market their electric vehicles, specifically in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I thought they made batteries. I guess they do both now. But let's add candies to the electric vehicle list. And
Kodak is halted here, folks. Is it another circuit breaker? Because do you see what he got in pro there?
Wow. Well, you see a dip there at the for the past few minutes. I did
not
notice that. Let's see. Kodak, KODK. I see a I don't see a code on that trading halt. I don't know if it's a circuit breaker. It's just I think it might be just a volatility circuit breaker.
Yeah. See, that's the main thing about that. And that, that's what, when Triple D talked about that is like, yeah, Gary Morgan is exactly right. I think this might have set the record for halts today, or else that one day when, what was dry ships? Maybe that
I don't know. There was a few days in March there where it was early March where it was a little crazy for the entire market. So
right, but that many consecutive halts. See, when you have a halt here, I mean, you're just I don't know. It
no,
doesn't.
wait. Do you remember what happened with July 4th? No, it was July 3rd, the night of July 3rd, like 2 years ago. Some algo went crazy, and there was like a bajillion circuit breaker halts the evening of July 3rd, heading into July 4th. Do you remember that? It was really bizarre, and it was that night. Anyway, a point still stands. A lot of halts today. How many halts today?
I don't
Like
know.
a dozen or more.
All right. Well, we were just talking about Candy Tech, and I remember this stock and I'm surprised that it was so sleepy, just hanging out at the $4 area. You're having an explosion on heavy volume, so looking for the 2-day move in this one. You've got a really good chance of getting it. Initial day. Let's see here. Volume. How are we doing? I'm sure the volume is blowing it away today. Let's look at your volume figures from yesterday. And your volume yesterday, 349,000. Today, 57 million. It's going to be 57 million shortly. So there's a breakout on heavy volume. So $10 looks like a target here. But after watching this Kodak trade and everything, I am not going to make any speculation about what's going to happen on this one. But it'd be interesting. Is Kodak going to be coming out of the halt? I would be interested to see what happens there. But great move for Candy. 3 minutes to the close here. Going to have a good day in the market. Still trading up about 36 handles at the 32.48 region. Our high close for the move has been 32.65.50. So that'd be something to look at overnight.
And we didn't even mention the big four who are testifying. I don't know if it is still going on. Yeah. Apple, Amazon, Facebook, Google. If you're watching that, and if you're still watching that, you have my sympathy.
You turned it off.
I tried. Yep. I turned it off for a little bit. We didn't even mention Jerome Powell, the Fed keeping rates unchanged and really just continuing what they've been doing as far as the bond buying and that sort of thing. Nothing earth shattering out of Powell today. Nothing earth shattering out of this testimony in front of Congress here. They're all taking different.
Not hurting the stocks. Not hurting the stocks at all. Grandstanding here by the congressman, antitrust hearing.
A little.
Yeah. Gary Francis is saying that Kodak had 20 halts today.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
20, and this should be interesting to see what is it due to reopen here, or does it say? I just think that people are just tired out on this one. But
I don't know if it's going to reopen now. Can we let's look at one more. Let's look at, this is not a high flyer. This is the opposite of Kodak. We're being asked to look at Newmont Mining. Let's just look at any.
Heck yeah, you got to look at Newmont Mining. Why not? We're talking gold and silver, but we haven't talked the gold stocks here. Little divergent. You have the bullion getting up to 1998.40 today, just kissing 2000. Currently trading up $21 at 1985. But Newmont peaked a couple days ago here, so interesting divergence. You took out yesterday's low. You got a gap to fill here in this one, but I'd be a little concerned on this one on the long side. If you're, of course, long-term investor and you think gold's going to 5,000, then nothing to worry about here. But just the fact that it's diverged from the bullion, a little bit concerning. I'll be keeping an eye on today's low at 66.85. After that, you can see you got a gap fill. Actually, it almost filled the gap today. You had a gap between 68.09 and 66.80. You got 66.85. I guess that was close enough for people. But let's see. Got to hold that, stay above that gap area, but still long-term trend firmly up for Newmont and the gold stocks.
All right, 162 companies reporting earnings after the close today. And tomorrow morning, oh man, it's a lot. Tomorrow morning, 192 earnings reports. So we are in the thick of it, folks. This is the heart of earnings season. We're closed now for the day in the regular session, but a lot of earnings coming here in the next few hours. So,
I just want to
catch them if you can.
What'd you say?
No, what were you going to say?
Tupperware.
Yeah, TUP.
Yeah. That was actually a stock that I looked at, and it was going straight up, and I said, I don't want to be shorted. What a great day for Tupperware. Just on the 15-minute chart, did run into a seller here, still closing near the high of the session. How high did you get here in Tupperware? Tupperware got up to 1641, and just take a look at the bottom here on the weekly. Oh, that's a 60-minute. So 1641 on the weekly or on the monthly over here. Still looks like it got some room to run, but good day for Tupperware as well.
All right, that'll be a wrap for us. Please remember to hit the like button and subscribe. We appreciate that as always. And all the information from our videos are meant to be used as informational purposes, not for investing or trading advice. You can always catch a replay of the show on YouTube. We'll be back tomorrow morning with Dennis Dick, and we'll get his thoughts on Kodak today. I'm sure he has many thoughts. So that's a wrap for us. Everyone have a great rest of your Wednesday. We'll see you tomorrow morning.